Hi everybody, Stefan here from EDC Austria, and today we're talking about the contents of my EDC bag, which is just a messenger bag with a few compartments, but this stuff is all from inside it. Here's my current pill box, which contains, well, it's a bit empty now, I need to refill it, but this contains usually all my subscription, I love my prescription medications that I might not get immediately if I'm in a hospital or something like that. And to complete this, I also carry a pain patch, and in case they don't have it, because it's not that common and mine lasts for 3 days, I also carry a spare. Okay, the next is just a regular big mini lighter, because as you know, it's getting cold, it's October, and I do have a Zippo on me anyway, and I have this live fire, which you should, oh, it's in plastic still. I had this open before, but you just open it a bit, scratch off the top, and then you can use the fire striker or just a lighter to create a permanent light to start a fire if you are dropped somewhere. For that I also have a wet fire, which basically does the same thing and kind of catches fire in every surrounding, no matter how wet or dry. And the next, since the winter is coming, I have a rescue blanket, a rescue cover, which is supposed to give you like 90% of your body heat back. And I do also, well, that and the hot hands, that's okay, mostly what I forgot to put this one back in the rotation. These are called hot hands. They are supposed to keep your hands warm for 24 hours, but more realistically they do it for like 12 to 14 hours from what I've tried. Either we go now here, yeah, let's do that. The next is, I mean, it's not in my bag usually, but I forgot to talk about it on the EDC video. Is just a regular bracelet Canonian design from CRKT. It's the saw version. I usually have this on me, although not in my bag, of course. Oh, and my watch is still the Omega Seamaster, but I wear this all the time. As for power, I have this 10,000 milliamp external battery, which also has a light, but I've never really had the need to use it, because I have a dedicated light and a second light on my keychain. So I also have this CRKT Spork, which also has a bottle opener, which I actually use a lot these days because they free down a few beverages like Coke and other brands in glass bottles, which is way more expensive, but they just taste better. Here are all the battery sizes I use. So AAA, AA, and CR123A, as if one of my batteries goes dead, and of course the super glue, and they're both in here, AA and CR123A, because I often switch the lights out. So it's either this one here, the S10 baton, which is which was my first really good light, or the S1A, for which the AA battery is meant. And I even carry another rechargeable RCR123 with me, just in case. As for the knives, I'm not very creative, since those are backup knives. I either have the CT 350, which was one of the last Ken Onion designs while he was still with Kai, and you can see my serial number is 30,700 and something, so they made a lot of those, 716. The other knife I sometimes rotate in is the 566 Hinderer collaboration from CT, but for some reason I couldn't locate it today, so I substituted this nice knife, which was my first Kershaw ever, which is called the Clash. I will actually make a review on this, even though it's a budget knife, but I really love it. And the reason I use these knives in my bag is they are backup knives, and they are I really don't want to think about flipping them, so they have to flip without me being conscious of it, which happens with a few regular flippers, although most these days are great. Also in my bag, because it's not really a good neck knife, it's just a small regular drop point design neck knife from K-Bar, the 5106. I just carry this around, it's pretty sharp. Sometimes open boxes with it. So let's go up again. Of course, since none of the tools really has very good ones, I have my foldable scissors with me. I also have a pill box, an extra one, which is designed like this, but also this I couldn't locate. And I don't remember any friends being here that are particularly, known for, by mistake, taking something. Because a pen of mine is missing too, and a light. But you have to be careful not to kind of take this one for the other, because this one is gasoline for the Zippos, which I carry always with me. So you better not take anything out of this and put it in your mouth. Then I have the original chapstick imported from America. I don't know why I did that, but it was fun. I think I have to actually refill that one. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna... Oh, it is. Wow. Another backup light. A signaling whistle, which goes very far. I've tried it out. Here I have some extra flints for the Zippo, and my multi-tool, which is just a regular sidekick from Leatherman. I guess you know that one by now. It has the saw, it has the knife, which is actually pretty damn sharp. You have a 3D Phillips and a flat. Wait, what is that? Yeah, that's a flat. And on the other side, you have a small serrated knife, a bottle and can opener, and a file. Yeah, there are really only two on this side. And I like that the pliers are spring-loaded. I hate it when they are not. I used to carry, I think it was the Surge or the Wave or some of the big ones, but I noticed that I never used any of the functions that the Sidekick didn't have. So I thought, why carry extra weight? And as you see, I already carry quite a bit. So the next one is writing and survival pen again, which has here, of course, the tip which you can use as an impact weapon, or here's the whistle, which is pretty loud and it actually writes. As for writing, in my first ever bag video I was told I didn't have any notes, which was a wrong statement because I did. I just kind of forgot to show one pocket. To actually write and not to use for self-defense, I currently use this bullet pen from Space Pens. As you know, they write everywhere and they are very good in conjunction with this outdoor notebook where you basically can write in rain itself. And I also keep a few band-aids in here, which I'll cut to the right size. Oh, here's another one, which I'll cut to the right size using my scissors. Then, of course, one of my favorite items, as you guys know by now, a pepper spray. Also, of course, a jet beam one, or a ballistic one, as some people say. I also have one of the 5-hour energy drinks in there in case I need it. But I drank a few of these over the last times and my blood work really showed that my vitamin B3 was like 300% of what it should be. And then if you check here, vitamin B 8,300, 33% of your daily intake. So I guess that might have something to do with it. Here, if you know my videos, you know this. Excuse me. This is a 100 milliliter water pouch, which always stays cool no matter the conditions. I always have this in my bag, sometimes even two, because you never know when you're gonna need some water, and having 100 milliliters or don't having them is quite a big difference. And since I'm always afraid of running out of water, here I have some water purification tablets. And finally, I have here some antibacterial tissues and a mirror, which you can also use as a signaling mirror. So this time I literally didn't forget anything except the box of tissues I carry with me. And sadly I couldn't find the 566 from Zero Tolerance, but you know what that looks like. Okay, I hope you liked this video, found it interesting. I'm gonna go now, lie back down. Please like the video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Small addendum. Now that I didn't need it anymore, of course, found everything I was looking for right away. So here is a pill box, an emergency pill container. So I have some diazepam, some stomach pills and the stuff like that, which I might need. Like I said, since the gasoline one looks similar, you don't wanna mix this up. Then this is the light I usually carry, the S1 baton, which goes with 600 lumens. and my trusty 566 hinderer from Zero Tolerance. Because those are the main staples in my bag. The 350 SW and the 566. Okay, but now really have a great weekend, and yeah, I've said that already. Bye bye.